Alright, let's continue with part 2. We're going to go ahead and test the zeros. I'm going to start with -1 and I'm going to use synthetic division. Alright, so let's get rid of all of this. And so, test x equals -1. And so with synthetic division, this will be -1. We'll list the coefficients of our polynomial: 2, 13, 29, 27, and 9. And when you do synthetic division, make sure that you have each consecutive exponent in decreasing order. If we were missing one, the coefficient should have a 0 as a placeholder for that degree. So we'll begin by dropping down to 2. -1 times 2 is -2. Subtracting, we get 11. -1 times 11 is -11. Subtracting again, we'll get 18. And then -18. 27 minus 18 is 9. -1 times 9 is 0. -1 times 9 is -9, and 9 minus 9 is 0. So since we ended up with a remainder of 0, we know x equals -1 is a 0, and we also know x plus 1 is its factor. Let's continue here. Didn't quite leave enough space. Let's test another 0. Let's just go in order. The next one would be -3. Bring down the 2. -3 times 2 is -6. 11 minus 6 is 5. -3 times 5 is -15. 18 minus 15 is 3. -3 times 3 is -9. And again, we are getting extremely lucky. We're getting extremely lucky that our first two zeros actually worked. If it didn't work, then if our remainder wasn't 0, then we would just keep testing other ones until we come across one of the potential rational zeros. Alright, so since this is a degree 4, we know we should have at most 4 zeros, and we already have 2 of them. That makes the degree of the polynomial that's left over an x squared. And so you can really approach this one of 2 ways. You can continue testing the zeros like we were before, like we have been doing, or you can go ahead and start rewriting our polynomial. So let's go ahead and do that. So we know that our polynomial is going to consist of x plus 1, x plus 3, and the quadratic 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. And this still equals 0. So you can tell that -1, when you set each of the factors to 0, -1 is a 0, set x plus 3 equal to 0, -3 is a 0. And so we should really see about what we can do with this quadratic. So I want to see if we can factor this. So I know I'll need to get a 2x squared first. Now I need to ensure that I get a positive 3 when I multiply, and then when I add, I'll get a 5. And so, let's see, I want, if I put a 1 here, I'll get a 2x, and then if I put a 3 here, yeah. So that's my 2x, and then this is my 3x. So I'll get x plus 1, 2x plus 3 as my factors. And now setting each equal to 0, I'm going to see that my zeros are x equals -1, -3, and -3/2. And the factored form is, well, we have two x plus 1's, so x plus 1 squared, x plus 3, and then 2x plus 3. And so this would be our factored form. So you can tell that at x equals -1, we're going to have multiplicity 2, and if we were to graph this, we should expect the curve to bounce off that 0. Alright, that is this problem. Hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in another video.